All right, hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over um, SMG loadouts. These are some of the SMGs that I like using. I'll show you what to look for, what kind of helps make the builds better. Most SMGs you're going to be using in close quarters combat fights, clearing buildings. When somebody's right up in front of you, you really don't want to be using them for sniper supports unless you build them for that. You can make something long range or you can make something close range. I mean, the way that they've done the builds in this game, there's really so much versatility for it. So right now we have the Striker 9, and this got a huge buff in the Season 2 update. So this is my build right here. We're running the no stock, the Seiken ZX grip, 40 round mag, and the Bruin heavy support grip. Now you can put on just about any muzzle you want on this. It does have some considerable visual recoil, but that's because we built this one for speed. So when you're looking at it in the firing range, and for some reason in the firing range, whenever you fire a gun, the visual recoil is insane. It doesn't look like that when you're in game. It's considerably less. So, I mean, it is hard to see your target when that much recoil is going on. I do like these sights, but most of the time you're going to be up close and personal within 5 to 7 meters, which is pretty much the distance in here in this little room. I mean, that's not bad for what you're looking at. I mean, we're not trying to go out and beam somebody all the way down there. Um, I mean, could, but that's not what we're trying to do. See, it's not controllable for down there. But up close, it is a beast. Um, it's not the best, but it's definitely a viable option. All right, so once again, we got the Jack BFB for that recoil control. It is taking some range and mobility and handling nerfs because of that recoil control, but I think it's important. We went with recoil with almost everything else, which is why we have the Bruin heavy support grip on here. Instead of going with the 50 round drum, which is almost double on the handling and mobility decreases, we went with the 40 round mag because it's considerably less. But we need those extra shots when we're in a fight. The no stock makes up for it with that mobility and handling and accuracy, believe it or not. And as you saw in the gun range, it is crazy fast on movement. It's got a good shot still. This Seiken ZX grip gives us a little bit more of that recoil control that we were looking for to help compensate for that visual recoil. And I think it does a pretty good job. Another one that I happen to like, and this is something that they're using in the CDL League, uh, is this Rival 9. Now, this one is with the conversion kit, which you're going to have to do for a few of your camel grinds. It's actually pretty good. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so movement-wise, very good. It's an SMG, so you are going to be moving faster than you would with this rather than LMG or an AR. This conversion kit makes it a burst, which kind of helps out with the recoil because you're firing a few shots before the recoil gets out of control. However, going into those further down range, the further you go, the more that 3-round burst is going to throw you off target a little bit. But it is not bad. Fast reloads, fast movement speed. And it's pretty straight shooter. So going into the build, all right, we got the Mark III reflector. I think it's a clean sight. It's very similar to that NIDAR. Just for close quarters fights, I prefer this because I don't have a full ring when I'm looking down sights with it. All right, we have the S37C breacher device. That's helping out with our accuracy and hip fire spread, which is something that you look for in an SMG, is going to hip fires. We have the XRK Edge BW4, which is helping out with mobility and handling. That 40 round mag, and then this conversion kit right here. Now, if you don't want to use that conversion kit, we can move into something like this. Jack BFB, we have the clear shot barrel. This one helps for range and recoil, but we're getting a few nerfs on the mobility, accuracy, and handling. We're rocking the Bruin heavy support grip on this one as well. A little bit more recoil. Here we have the 50 round drum and the Mark III reflector. See, on that Mark III reflector, this sight right here, it doesn't have a full circle, so you don't have any bugs when people are coming up close on you and you're already ADS. You can still see just about everything downrange that you're looking for. The one thing that I would say to be wary of is, you see how on the left side there, it tends to cover up some of your players, your enemy opponents, and it makes it harder for you to recognize them when you're in a gunfight. I mean, further downrange they could almost disappear. I mean, the guy on the right is completely invisible while I'm downrange on this guy all the way back there. But this thing absolutely beams. This was my favorite for quite a while. Until I found our new meta. This is a great sniper support as well, because it does get out there and reaches out and touches somebody when you need those follow-up shots, or something that's close quarters for when you're running a sniper. Please excuse my shots. I've been up for 36 hours. This is I'm very tired. Hits hard and it beams. Alright, so once again, there it is in case you want to take a screenshot. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Everybody's been talking about the AMR9. This thing still hits hard no matter how many times we get an update. There's two builds here. This is the double barrel. This one tends to run out of ammunition very quickly, although it is hitting extremely hard because it's firing two bullets at the same time. This is the one that I typically run. Alright, so we got the Commando short barrel, Jack BFB, the DR6 hand stop, the 50 round mag, and the Mark III reflector. Okay, we're going for movement on this one. Also, being a SMG, we want to focus a lot on movement. We want to focus on mobility while still having those shots down range. And it does reach out and touch you from far distances. It's pretty steady and true on its recoil control. I'm barely having to touch it. That 50 round mag, if you notice, we just took out like 4 targets all at once. I'm just hitting chest shots, down range. Of course, now I miss my shots. Taking out 3 targets at once. Just chest shots. We still have 10 to 12 rounds left if you need to. I do not have the 3 plates added on. ever since the beginning of MW2. Those have been bugged. It's okay to get a good idea of what it's going to look like when you're firing against somebody with actual plates. It's still crazy fast, but I just don't think it's as accurate as in-game data. If you want to look at that, there's a couple of websites out there. True Game Data, they do a great job of data mining all that information for every single round fired, whether it's the arm, the leg, the head, upper torso, mid torso, whatever it is, and how much damage it puts in per round, what distances. I mean, that's something that I use. Anyway, this is the build. Go ahead and take a screenshot if you'd like. Now the HRM9. This one is a great sniper support. We're using this Tacturn 7 suppressed barrel. Kind of gives us that option of not having to waste an attachment on a suppressor. We got the XRK Edge for movement and handling, the 50 round drum, the PCS 90 assault grip. That gives us mobility and recoil control. This folding stock is the best for recoil control. This one does tend to have some visual recoil when you're aiming down sights in the gun range. In game, it's not that bad at all. And I mean, you look right here in the gun range, it is all over the place. But in game, it's smooth. This is a great sniper support. It does have a little bit of a kick initially when you're firing it off. Just pull down a little bit and you're good. I happen to like this camo. This was from the Lockman Shroud. What this does is it highlights the iron sights a little bit more. Instead of having those just jet black iron sights that are hard to see in dark rooms. So this is what I'm running. There you go. If that's what you want to use, feel free to take a screenshot. Use this. Try it out in your own gun range. Try it out in game. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to use a close range build, this is one that I actually got from Metaphor, probably one of the best players in the game. The only thing different that I did is I put that Jack BFB muzzle on there, but he built his straight for speed and handling, because that's what he does. He runs around and just attacks everybody on the map. No hesitation. So mobility, I mean, this thing is nuts. And then the iron sights kind of remind me of the MP5. The recoil is considerably easier to control. This thing did get a nerf with the Season 2 update, because before I used to be able to reach out to those 17 meters, those 75 meters right there as we're looking, and absolutely mark people from that far away. But if you're looking for something up close, this is a great gun, and the TTK on this is very fast. Okay, once again, this is the build. We got the Ram 9 as well, the newest gun in the game. I personally really like this. I like the Ram 7 as well, and the iron sights on these are exactly the same, so there's no reason to change that. Most of the build is going to be the same. The HVS 3.4 pad, same as we would use on the Ram 7. The retort grip right here, retort 90 grip, this helps out with recoil control. We're going 40 round mag instead of the 50 for mobility and those fast reloads. 9mm high grain, that one's giving us a little bit more effectiveness down range, bullet velocity, and then this one, which has been helping out considerably with vertical recoil control, 15%, that's quite a bit. It does knock the bullet velocity a little bit, but that's okay. And with this build, we are doing 42 points of damage to the head with every single shot. Mobility is good. It's not as fast as the HRM, but it's still pretty fast. Got those clean iron sights. We do like that from the RAM. Almost zero recoil, and it slaps hard. You can use the same build right now in tack stance as well, and you don't really have to worry about the recoil. The grouping, that fire spread right there for those shots, it's still extremely tight. Tack stance mobility is also pretty smooth, and the TTK is just about the same. Here's the build on that. And the last one I'd like to show you is going to be the Wasp Swarm 9. Now, this one is absolutely crazy. I picked it up off the ground a couple of days when I dropped into a game, and it was absolutely slapping people, and I couldn't understand why. No matter what build you have right now, 54 damage. If you look at the damage on the top left, the headshot damage, 54 points per round. Now you can build it more and try to up that, but just about all of them, no attachments, it's 54 to 50 points of damage. Now I threw on this, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, the Schlaudampfer 99, however you say that, for the recoil control and the bullet velocity. Didn't affect the damage range. We got the Bruin heavy support grip also for recoil control. This grip, the Marauder grip for recoil control, and the 50 round mag. Now you can either go iron sights if you want to. I happen to like the Mark III reflector. I think it's a cleaner sight. Moving on this is still pretty fast. It is not the fastest, but you can change the build up if you need to. I'm still working on that, but ADS, not that bad. But once you have them in your sights, they are dead. Remember, we have this on 3 plates. And it's absolutely melting them. Even at those far distances too. I mean, that's just crazy. Reload is very quick as well. And that's it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we come out with videos as frequently as possible. Thanks for watching.